All right, we got something to puzzle through here. How do you tell the difference between a red-hot stock that's kind of maybe made its move and one that's maybe just taking a breather? Consider the case of Workday, WDAY. It's the cloud-based provider of software that helps businesses with everything from human capital management to payroll to employee expense management and procurement. And you know we've been behind this stock for ages. Like so many cloud pays, it's up 64% since the beginning of 2017. Hey, good that we got behind it. Today, Workday held its annual Analyst Day as part of Workday Rising, its customer conference. It took place all week in Chicago, kind of a festival of the cloud. Company announced a bunch of new products, including data as a service and analytics offerings. So what do we make of all this? Does Workday simply need to digest its gains from earlier in the year? Or should we be concerned maybe the stock has had a huge move in anticipation of these announcements? Let's dig deeper with Aneel Bhusri. He's the co-founder and CEO of Workday. Hear more about how his company's doing. We're excited. Mr. Bhusri, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Okay, Neil, you made a couple of exciting announcements, but I want you to put them in the context of our viewers who might own the stock, who say, what does it mean to have this second chapter, a cloud platform, Workday cloud platform that enables customers to do all new things?
Well, so since we started the company, we were really focused on building our platform for our own use, for human resources and financial management software. But our customers and partners kept asking for access to it to build their own applications on top of it. And we finally felt it was ready to open that up. So what it means is that customers and partners can now build applications on top of the Workday platform, use our rich set of APIs, our security services, our data services. And for Workday, over time, it'll become another significant revenue stream, much like we've seen from other companies. And I think the important piece for Workday is we've evolved from an apps company to more of a platform company as time has gone on.
Now, who will you be competing against in this new world? Because we know that, for instance, you're doing Workday benchmarking. Customers can view metrics to better understand their company's relative performance. We've had several companies on air that say they're doing the same thing. So this is not greenfield for you. You've got to take business again from others, right?
Well, the way we're doing data as a service is interesting. Because we took a clean sheet of paper and we have that one true system, every customer is running the same version. So what we're doing from benchmarking is if a customer opts in and lets us use their data in a de-identified, aggregated way, so it's all anonymous, we will provide the benchmark results to them for free just for being part of the Workday community of customers. And that is really valuable, and it can only be done by a true cloud provider. And the other people that talk about it are our typical competitors, our legacy competitors, but no one really can do it in the way that we do it because we have everybody on the same version of the software.
So you said some companies have actually clamored for this. Can you reveal some of the names of the companies that said, listen, we really want to be involved?
Well, we're up to about 100 customers that have signed on, and we just started this effort of our 1,800. 100 have already signed on. At this point, we like to keep the names private until they feel more comfortable letting us publicly disclose it. But by signing up for these agreements, they let us use their data again in a de-identified way, in an aggregated way. So things like compensation benchmarks, span of control, financial metrics, they can now not just look at their own analysis of their business, they can compare it to their peers, whether that peer is a similar sized company or somebody in the same industry, which is really the best way to know how you're doing on a global front.
Okay, I just want to get a little more ethereal for a second and subjective. You've got this giant conference. 5 years ago, what was it like? What's it like now? What's happening? Are people signing up contracts behind you? Are there customers like a Siemens that we normally would have thought would have been a German company dealing with a German company like SAP? Give us a little bit of the flavor of Workday Rising this year.
Well, so we're 8,500 people at the conference this year. Another 5,000 are watching it on live stream. So it's probably 10x from where it was 5 or 6 years ago. We've come a long way. Our conference really is about customers. I'm sure there are contracts getting signed, but it really is about sharing with them all the new product updates, having them work together as a community. We now have over 30% of the Fortune 500, including companies like Siemens. So that has definitely transformed the conference, where you see a whole bunch of Fortune 500 companies commiserating on how best to use the Workday platform. And one of the things that I'm proudest of is this network effect that's being created by customers. We're very, very focused on happy customers, and Jim, you've known that we've been that way from the start. And these happy customers are recruiting other customers, and it's becoming this flywheel where it's almost like a network effect of customers reaching out to other customers, and we're now at that scale where it's really paying off.
Well, I know that we aren't ready yet to talk about some customers, but one that is public that we've been talking about, and we're talking about on tonight's show, I just need you to give you a little flavor. Broadcom has been a very acquisitive company. When they buy a new company, and they're trying to buy one right now, they all have different systems. What does Workday do when they come in, and how quickly can you do it versus the other guy?
So for a company like Broadcom or any other company doing mergers, we've got companies like Pfizer that just went live in the middle of a merger. Within a span, depending on the project, of 3 to 4 months, they can move that acquired company onto the Workday platform. Or in the case of eBay and PayPal, when they split, they're able to very effectively split into 2 companies, both running Workday within a matter of a few months. And that's dramatically better than they were able to do on the legacy technology.
Yeah, I sure wish I could tell people how long it takes to do the other guys, but we'll let them find out. I know how fast you do, and that's what matters. Neil Bushry, co-founder and CEO of Workday, thank you for making the time from Workday Rising to speak to our viewers. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, that's Neil Bushry. This company's been remarkable. It's going to stay remarkable. It's Workday. Mad Money, be right back. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.